welcome to the Bedtime Wind Down series. Our first video today, so our first evening, is a restorative sequence. The way that I practice restorative and the way that I want to share it with you today is by doing a little bit of gentle flow to begin with and then settling into that restorative pose and position. You're going to need a prop, so whenever you're ready, if you've got a bolster then great, if not grab a cushion or a couple of pillows or even roll up your duvet to give you a really nice cozy sensation when you're using your props. When you're ready, come and join me back on the mat. Awesome, so we're going to start off by lying down. Have your prop handy, but you're going to lie on your back. Your knees can be up, so feet flat on the floor if that feels comfortable for your lower back. And then just allow the arms to relax down by your sides. You can walk the feet in a little bit if that feels more comfortable. But just finding a really comfortable position here for yourself. You can close down the eyes or soften the gaze. Again, just choosing the option that feels safe for you right now and safe for your nervous system. Can you take a moment to check in with your neck and your head? Does the back of the neck feel long, or is the head kind of tilting backwards, or maybe the chin is pulling really tight into the chest? Allow it to come to neutral. Check in with your breath. How does your natural breath feel today? Can you breathe in and out through the nose, and just try and send the breath into the side of your body now so that the breath goes across the torso. If you like to get a little bit of feedback by using your hands, then feel free to place them around the rib cage. We're allowing the breath to move softly in and out of the body. If you feel like your mind wanders at any point, just gently bring your attention back to your breath. Back to the sensations of it flowing in and out of your body here. And then let's take the arms wide in a T shape. We're going to bring the left arm all the way up and over your head. So it's in a big semicircle, as if you're creating a rainbow up above your head. Just make sure you've got enough space and enough room. Reaching those fingertips away from you, the arm will come across the face and reach towards your right fingertips. Now what you'll find here is that the left shoulder blade lifts off the floor. That's okay. Allow yourself to take a little bit more of a twist by reaching left fingertips to right, but you keep your hips and your knees square. And then slowly allow the left hand to come back closer to your right elbow so that the rib cage on the left side drops back down to the floor. Then the left shoulder blade will come closer to the floor, and then reach that left arm all the way up over your head. Big semicircle. Opening back up into that T shape. Can we go again, same side? Allow the movement to be fluid, slow. just like your breath, as you prepare for bed here, reaching towards those right fingertips to create a twist through the torso and then opening back up. One more time. Once you've opened back up, we're going to allow our lower body to now come into a twist. So can you bring the hips over towards the left side slightly? So you lift them up, slide them over to the left, and then allow both knees to knock to the right. Now this is where you might want to use your prop. So you've got the option here of taking your prop underneath the bottom knee, giving yourself lots of support, or maybe you would prefer to actually take the prop between the knees, between the thighs, and allowing the legs to rest there. Take a few moments to choose the best position for you that feels really comfortable, and as if you could rest here for a really long time. There's no pushing into the position. We're allowing our bodies to just gently unfurl into the twist. With every breath, the body melts a little bit more into the floor, into the earth. And I'm going to leave you here for a few moments just with your breath, so that you can stay fully connected to your body, the sensations, and start to sink a little bit deeper, connecting to your authentic self. Two more breaths. When you're done, you're slowly unraveling from the twist, removing the prop, allowing that to go to the side, out the way. Bringing the knees back up to center, back up to the top. Maybe rearranging the hips so that they come back to that central position in line with the spine. Arms come wide in that T shape again, and this time it's the right arm. We reach it all the way up over the head, big semicircle. Slow and fluid movement here, just like your breath, as you reach that right arm across the face and over towards your left fingertips. Allow that right shoulder blade to lift and allow there to be a little twist through the torso. Maybe you look towards that left hand and then slowly unravel. The right rib cage comes back down first, then the shoulder blade, then the arm reaches all the way up over the head, big semicircle to open back up. Now you know the movement. Can you do two more in your own time? Feeling through that shoulder, through the spine, through the torso. Last one, take it even slower here. When you open back up, you're allowing the arms to relax. Gently move the hips over to the right side of your mat and then allow both knees to knock to the left. Falling towards the floor, again you're going to use your props. Now you might want to use them differently on this side, so you've got the option to change it around. Again, you can place it underneath the bottom knee or between the knees, just whatever feels comfortable to you. And you might take a few moments to play around with the options. And then when you're ready, settling into stillness. Your awareness is settling on your breath. Your body is relaxing as it's supported by your prop and the floor. Allowing yourself to sink deeper into your authentic self, connecting to who you are, taking another breath. And then bringing those knees back up to the top, removing the prop, allowing it to move out the way for a moment. Bring the hips back to center, bring the hands to rest on the stomach. And take 3 breaths here. From here, allow the hands to come down onto the floor, snuggle shoulders underneath the chest. Pushing through the feet, slowly lift the hips so you tuck your tailbone and then lift the hips off the floor as you roll up through your spine. Feel each vertebrae coming off the floor. And then you slowly roll back down, allowing each vertebrae to drop back down to the floor one after the other, trying to keep those hips high. Again, we're moving in a slow and fluid way, just like your breath. When hips touch the floor, we go again, pushing through the feet and lift back up. and slowly rolling back down. And on the next one, you're going to allow the hips to stay up in space. So pushing up the hips, rolling up through the spine. You're then going to find your prop and place it underneath your bottom, lower back, your hips, in order to support, and then you'll place them onto the prop in order to relax down. So if you've got a couple of cushions but you only want the hips to be one cushion height high, then feel free to do that. You'll find a position that feels comfortable for you. Allow the hips and the bottom to be supported here. You'll have to figure it out, so you might have to move around a little, move the prop around to allow your body to feel really comfortable and to get back into that relaxed state. Once you do, allow yourself to come back into stillness. Just noticing again how your prop and how the earth is supporting you here. Focusing your awareness on your breath, the inhale and the exhale. Allowing the shoulder blades to grow heavy, to sink down into the floor. Can you relax the jaw? Allow the tongue to soften in your mouth. Allowing your hips to grow even heavier, falling deeper into your prop. Can you lift one leg, left, and then the other, right, up into the air. Now the legs are going to be long, but not necessarily straight. And again, as you bring the legs up into the air, you might just have to rearrange yourself on your prop so you feel fully supported. If this does not feel comfortable and does not feel good in your back, you're going to get rid of your prop. And if you've got wall space available, then feel free to come to a wall. You're going to allow the legs to come up the wall. You might want to shuffle your bottom a little bit closer, and then you can rest the heels on the wall. Again, legs can be bent a little, or they can be a little bit longer and straight, just depending on how it feels for you. And this is just to support the legs here, so we're not holding the legs up in space. The wall is supporting us. So you've got the option here, either using your prop or using the wall. Once you find the position that feels for your body today. Close down the eyes or soften your gaze. Allow yourself to settle into stillness. The only movement is the expansion of the torso with every inhale and the softening back with every exhale. Maybe here you want to focus on how the back of the rib cage expands into the floor when you breathe in and softens away when you breathe out. Two more breaths. Wherever you are, you're gently bringing the feet down, legs down. If you're up against the wall, you'll probably want to slide the legs to the side, roll onto your side, and then come back into a lying position. Otherwise the feet are going to come flat, and then remove your prop. Take it out the way, and then allow yourself to get comfortable in a lying position. If lying doesn't feel safe, please take a seat instead, or maybe even stand if that feels more comfortable. If you're lying and you want a little bit of extra support, you might place your props underneath your knees. But as you get comfortable, you might want to grab a blanket, an eye pillow, hit pause if you need to go and grab those, and then come back. Settle in. One hand on belly, one hand on chest. Awareness is on the rise and fall of the hands with your breath. And you completely relax. Feel free to stay here for as long as you need. And when you're ready to come back up, you'll just bring some movement into the fingers and the toes. Slowly open the eyes. Take a breath in through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth. And then you're ready for bed. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed. Have a good night's sleep.